So, good morning. Welcome to the Mike Haley 7 channel. I'm Mike Haley 7. And today's topic is family. That's right, family. Brought to you by the letter F. So here's my whole take on family. I grew up in I would say large-sized family for the average. You know, my mom had 6 kids, and we had multiple step-kids involved because of multiple marriages between my dad and my mom. Man, I had to really kick it today. I was in 6th gear. God. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, before I had to jump into traffic at 70 miles an hour on a 45 because everybody else doing 70 miles an hour on a 45, having somebody immediately up your ass. Again, crappy day, crappy day. 20% chance of rain, which means it's going to rain today. So, having grown up in a large family, I think I've learned a few things here. Number one is, you know how they say, like, the oldest kid is a certain type of personality, and the youngest kid is a different kind of personality, and the middle is blah. Alright, well, for me, being a middle child, I feel I was lucky enough because my sister's moving out and stuff. I was lucky enough to have the experience of all 3. I started out as the baby, as the darling. And I used that to my advantage when I was a little kid. You know, I knew how to work it, kind of thing. And then, as my sisters all moved out, because they're much older than I was, and my mom had more kids, two younger brothers after me, I was the middle kid for a little while. I had 2 older sisters living at home and 2 younger brothers, so I was the middle kid. And then those 2 older sisters moved out, and for a long period of time, I'd say a good 10 years, I was the oldest, and all the responsibility was on me. Take the kids to preschool, feed them, get them dressed, babysitting. A lot of responsibility was placed upon me through necessity. And I, you know, did what I had to do. So I guess you could say that the thing that influenced me most was being the oldest. Which is funny because my sister Sue, she's the oldest of the whole family. And I think I really see a lot in common between us in that regard. The responsibility factor, the seriousness, the ambition. So anyway, the reason I'm thinking about this is because my 2 sisters, 2 of my sisters came to visit with my nieces. My sister Sue, my sister Laurie, and my niece Samantha, and my niece Brianna all came to visit. And it was a really, really fun time. Although they they had to make their visit short because of the cost of it all. So it was just a mere 3 days, but we had a great time. I realized how much I actually missed my family. Miss being part of things, you know, miss hanging out with them. And it's not that I miss Boston, because people ask me that, do you miss Boston? Not really. My sister asked me that, do you miss Boston? I said, no, not really. She seemed kind of surprised. I've been outside of Boston now. I haven't lived in Massachusetts since 2000, since June of 2000. So that's what, 14 years this year it'll be. So I don't really miss it as a place to live. I mean, I miss certain things about it. Like, I miss the ocean, specifically Lynn Beach. I miss Lynn Beach. Which people, if you're from Lynn or you know about Lynn, you'll laugh. He misses Lynn Beach. Yeah, I do. Let's see, Lynn Beach has this algae, I guess you could call it, seaweed algae thing. It grows only on Lynn Beach, and it makes the water black, like Guinness. Maybe that's why I like Guinness so much. It reminds me of home, and it smells to high heaven. It smells like you would expect that kind of thing to smell like. It just smells like poop. Notice I've got clean language today. And I miss that. I miss Lynn Beach. It's a nice place to walk. I miss the food. But the family I miss the most. And that's, you can take the family out of there, you know. If they moved here, I'd be happy. They were depressed to have to go back to all that cold weather. They still have snow on the ground up there. Can't even imagine. Here it looks like, I'd say 60% summertime. The leaves on the trees and stuff. I think at the end of the day, what it all comes back to is family, at least for me. I mean, I imagine other people, they don't talk to their family anymore for whatever reasons, but for me, they're your first and your bestest friends that you will ever have. And I love my family. I'm happy they came to visit. Alright, old timer, let's go. Come on now. So anyway, this is your old pal Mike, Haley7, coming to you from beautiful North Carolina. Hoping that you and yours are alright. I'll talk to you later.
So you're bringing it